Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. Rents are up at record rates, record highs, and this is not good for people that rent a property, and I don't think it's good for landlords either. So I'm going to talk about what's going on with rental properties at the moment in London and the outskirts of London, also the rest of the UK. How hard are renters being hit at the moment and what should be done to fix this, because this is a bigger problem, in my opinion, than inflation. So make sure you watch this video to the end to find out all this and more. And while you're here, if you haven't joined us on this journey of property education, knowledge, and all of this wonderful stuff, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. We've got new content every single day. And while you're here, make sure you smash the like button. Go on, smash the like button, destroy the like button, tickle it, something. Just do something. Press the like button over there. That really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. I really, really appreciate it. So, rents going up. Now, I'm a landlord, so a lot of people are just going to think, yeah, of course you want the rents to go up. Of course you want the rents to go up. And yeah, of course we do. We want to make more money, but rents are getting to a point now where they're just unaffordable for a lot of people. And that's not good. We've got a real housing crisis. And as a landlord, you don't just want tenants that are stretched massively in there, because there's more chance that they're just not going to pay you. Then you're going to have lots of legal costs and all sorts of stuff like that. And it's just not a great environment to be in. So the problem is inflation has hit us really hard for the last few years. Interest rates have gone up 14 times in a row, the fastest they've ever risen ever. And that's meant that costs are getting passed on to tenants. Now, not only that, the government have so many anti-landlord policies in the last few years. We have Section 24, which is a tax that didn't used to be there for landlords. If you earn £1,000 rent, you pay a tax on that £1,000. Might sound fair. But if you're a business and you earn £1,000, you pay tax on the profit. The landlord pays it on the gross revenue, the business pays it on the profit. That's a big difference, and that's meant 30% of landlords have left. Now, this type of video, I know there's going to be people absolutely in the comment that aren't my normal viewers that are going to be watching saying, well, that's great, landlords are just scum. But that attitude needs to really change to get some progress on this. You see, anti-landlord sentiment is what's pushing landlords out of the market. And that's why your rents are rising, because there is not enough rental stock. Also, landlords are getting hit by tax burden. EPCs was a problem, that's gone, but a lot of landlords left because maybe they had to increase the energy efficiency of their property and they couldn't afford to do it with the higher interest rate. So there's all sorts of things going on. So what is the landlord, what is the rents at the moment? Well, average, this is average, right? This is insane. In London, average rent is £2,627. £2,627. Now, that's a hell of a lot of money. Remember, this is take-home pay. So this is after-tax money. So that's crazy. You've got to earn like 70 grand just to get the average property in London to be able to afford to rent it. Bonkers. So that doesn't really stack up. Now, rents have gone up in London around 10%. Now, why I'm saying this is worse than inflation is because this is one of your biggest bills, and this is going up by 10%, and it's going to stay up, right? In fact, it's probably going to keep going up even as inflation drops, because there's still not enough rental properties, and the landlords are getting their interest rates hiked. So it's not a great scenario. Now, how few properties are there? This will give you an indication. Every property in London that's going up for rent, on average, 25 people, 25, this is bonkers, are viewing that property on average. That means some properties are getting 30 viewings, some are getting 10, but on average, 25 people are making an inquiry to view a property in London. That is absolutely insane. That's why prices are just going to keep rising and rising and rising. It clearly shows there is not enough stock. Now, you can get big institutions that are going to build these big blocks of flats and they will rent those properties out You'll own nothing and be happy, as they say. A lot of you say in the comments, the World Economic Forum. And those things will happen, right? But there'll still be a lack of stock. So you need landlords in this market. Landlords are the quick fix. If you encourage landlords, support landlords and help landlords, get some more landlords in the market, this won't be 25 viewings. It might be 15. Then the rent won't be going up as much. So what's going on outside London? Well, outside London, the average rent isn't as bad, but it's still very, very high. It's £1,278, and that is up 10% for the year. Remember, inflation is not at 10% anymore. It is now at 6.7%. And so these are rising at a faster rate than inflation, and the last quarter they've been rising even faster. This is a big, big problem, and the government need to do something to get this sorted. They need to build properties. They need to get landlords back into the market, support them, give them some tax breaks maybe, or just some incentives to not leave, right? That might help. And really, we need interest rates to at least level off or potentially look to come down at some point next year. This is something that I feel is going to be a major, major problem for a lot of people in the next 6 months, a year. And I just think it's not going to improve anytime soon. If we were back here in 2024 and we said rents have gone up another 10% for the next year, I wouldn't be gobsmacked. I just wouldn't be gobsmacked. There's such a little supply of stock at the moment, as this shows. The costs are going up so much to be a landlord. I just feel that that's probably what you might see again, which is not going to be good for anybody. Let me know, what do you think about this rental crisis? What solutions do you have? What do you think they could do to stop this? Now, some people will say, don't let anyone be a landlord. Well, that's not working, is it? 30% of them have left, and this is what's happened. So if you don't want landlords, then this is going to get even worse because some people need to rent. They want to rent. They don't have a credit rating, for example. They're not going to be able to buy a property. Things need to change. So what solutions and ideas do you think the government could implement to actually get this in a better scenario than it is right now? I think this is a really bad situation. I think the government isn't doing much to deal with inflation, and interest rates is a mess. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Rents are crazy high. Let me know what you think. Check out some other content on my channel. We've got tons of videos now. We've got over 550 videos on the channel. So maybe you'll find something that you're interested in. If you want to learn to be a property investor or you want to know what's going on in the market, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, hit the bell, smash that like button, guys, if you didn't earlier. And go and check out this video right here.